Welcome back. We're here with Pam Weston, who is the author of Executive Briefing People Goals. And we've been talking about her work in corporate America right here in St. Louis and working with large employers, large companies on employee engagement. And when we went to break, you were talking about just for management to let their employees know that they matter. So think about the people before the bottom line. I think that's really important point to get across, because so often we set goals based on that bottom line. Are we meeting our goals? It's all numbers based, but we forget about the people along the way.
Exactly.
So what are so all this work that you've been doing over the years, that you eventually put your best tips into this book.
Right.
And so tell us about that process of writing the book. What made you decide to do it and how that went?
Yeah, so nearly 15 years of my career has been working with senior leaders and helping them to communicate and engage their teams. So about 4 years ago, I had the idea to create a guide that could help these leaders as they were interacting with their teams. So I revisited it about a year ago and moved forward with writing the book, and I recently published it.
Yeah, how hard was it to write the book?
You know, it really was not hard because it's the work that I've been doing for so many years. Just wanted to make sure that I provided, scenarios and tips that leaders would really embrace. So that was my biggest focus.
So, and you got it down to what I think 6 points, right? So, what was it hard, or was that easy to get all of your knowledge and all of your tips down to 6 key strategies?
Well, that was hard. That was hard, trying to make it really concise. So there's always room for another book and an opportunity to share more information.
So it's really just a briefing on, and really it's the opportunity to bring you in as a consultant to do your workshop and work more closely with companies. Is that something that you're doing now?
That's true. I have a workshop. It's called Set Your People Goals, where I can come into your organization and help your people leaders or managers within your organization through the process of shifting their mindset to be employee advocates. And once they finish the workshop, they will leave with a plan for setting their people goals based on the 6 principles in the book.
Okay. So one of the things that managers often complain about is that their team, their employees, don't have the same goals. So the company has the goals, the department say has their goals that they need to achieve by the end of the year. The employees feel like those are the company goals, those aren't my goals. So how do you recommend that everyone gets on the same page, working towards the same end result?
So that's where engagement comes in. So as a leader, you have to want to know and be responsible for making sure that every employee that shows up every day understands their purpose for being there and knows that they're all working towards the same goals of the organization. Leadership is a journey, and it's a process, and it takes work, but we have to own the behavior that's necessary to make sure that all employees are on board and they have the information they need to perform well.
So when you work with large companies, are you typically working with a small team within the large company?
So I've been director of internal communications or either a communications manager at several organizations. And so I've been a resource within the organization.
Okay.
And the organizations have ranged from 3,000 people up to more than 10,000 people.
Yeah, and you said that you've worked with executives to help them, I guess, with those communications, whether written or spoken. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Good. So what's the best way for people to reach out to you?
So anybody can go to pamweston.blog to find out more information about my book, as well as my background, and also the Set Your People Goals workshop.
Okay, and the book is available also on the website,
Yes,
right?
my book is available on my website.
All right, very good. So pamweston.blog.
That's correct.
All right, well, it's going to be a great year for you ahead now that the book is done, and you can just go out there and teach the rest of us.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, Pam, for being with us today, and thank you for joining us, and we'll be right back with some really great guests from Mentors in Motion, so stay tuned.